Well, it has been a night of waiting for hundreds of Hillary Clinton supporters. They've been at East High School for hours. That wait finally over. Hillary Clinton took the stage around 10:48. Let's take a listen in to what she's saying out there to the crowd.
And I will stand against that effort. And we are going to say no to unfair trade deals. I'm going to appoint a special trade prosecutor to go after companies and countries that undercut our businesses and are unfair to our workers. We're going to enforce rules of origin. We saved the American auto industry from a certain demise. And I'll tell you, it was the Democrats who did it, wasn't it? And it was the right thing to do. The American auto industry just had its best year ever last year. Well, we're going to keep that going. And the way we are is we're going to stand up for our companies and our workers, and we're not going to let China continue to dump cheap steel into the American market. Another way we're going to grow the economy is by supporting small business. You heard Tim say his dad was a small businessman. So was mine. My father had a small business that printed fabric for draperies. He had what we called a print plant. It was a kind of low ceiling, kind of dark place in Chicago with two really long tables. And the way you did this, because I helped him when I had to and he needed the help, you would take the fabric, you'd put it on the long table, then you'd take what's called a silk screen. And you'd put it down, and then you'd take the paint, you'd pour it into the silk screen, then you'd take the squeegee, and you'd go from left to right, then you'd lift it up, and you'd keep going down the table. I know how hard he worked, and I know how many opportunities that hard work gave my family. That's why I take really personally what Donald Trump does to small businesses. This is not just a campaign talking point. This is personal. You know, because my dad did all that work. He would get contracts. He'd load the fabrics into the car, then he'd take them. He'd provide them to the hotel or the restaurant, the office, and then he expected to be paid. I mean, that's the way we do business, isn't it? I mean, my first jobs, I babysat. I expected to be paid. Every job I've had since, I expected to be paid after I did the job. Well, apparently, Donald Trump thinks he's immune from all of those rules and requirements, and so person after person has come forward to say the same thing. I got the contract, I did the work, he wouldn't pay me. I'm talking about plumbers and painters, glass installers, marble installers, all kinds of people. And then what happens is, you know, they do the work, they go to get paid, he or his minions say, no, we're not going to pay you. And you know, it's a kind of like a shock. What do you mean you're not going to pay me? They say, if you don't like it, go sue us. Well, if you're a small business person, you can't afford to sue a guy who puts his name on big buildings all over the place, has a battalion of lawyers. This man has been sued 3,500 times. He plays the odds.
All right.
A lot of people won't sue me. A lot of people will give up if they try.
All right, Hillary Clinton speaking to a packed house there at East High School, hitting on a number of points of growing the economy, strengthening small business. Also touching on the steel and auto industry. We're going to check back in with Hillary Clinton's speech throughout the length of this newscast. And 27 First News anchor Dave Sess is there right now for Hillary Clinton's speech. As soon as that speech is over, we're going to go straight to Dave for a reaction of that. But there is definitely a lot of support for Clinton and Kaine here in the Valley. And WKBN caught up with Barb Cisco of Columbiana. She was one of the last let into East High School today around 5. She tells us this is a historic moment for her.
You know what? It's a part of history. You know, a woman running for president, possibly a woman in the White House. I just wanted to be here.
Cisco not expecting anything specific that she wanted to hear from Hillary Clinton, simply just excited to be at today's event.